Hi, David, they call me MacGyver. Today I'm going to show you how to winterize your sprinkler system. I live up in the Northwest, up in Oregon, and tonight it's supposed to get down to 25 degrees, so I figured it'd be a good time to purge my sprinkler system of all the water so it doesn't break the piping. At the end of this video, I'll also be showing you uh, the pieces that you need to put together to make an adapter to fasten into your sprinkler system. And you'll also need an air compressor and a way to get power to your air compressor. So hang tight, we'll get started. First thing you do is you want to locate your shutoff valve. Mine happens to be conveniently located next to my water main, and I just turn it off. You want to turn that at 90 degrees and that will shut it off. And then after you've got it done, you want to put your cap back on, make sure you don't get any garbage down in there or have it exposed to the weather. So that goes back on. Find my control valve, and this has 3 different locations that I could actually connect into, but you can see the one I've been using. It's that blue one. There's 2 others that are black. That just cap unscrews, and then you take your adapter that you've made and you screw that onto that flared fitting down in there. It's the same as the flared fitting on this pipe, and this, again, that's a swivel. Makes it very easy to screw it on. So you can just reach down in there and screw that, and you don't need to wrench that on or reef it on. Just get it good and snug with your hand. And so I get that on there, and then I'll need to put my air chuck on. After I got my air chuck on, and I want to do this before I do this next step, which you need a little stubby flat screwdriver, or I happen to use my pocket knife and I go at a 90 degree on it. Anyway, you're going to go down, and the valve is directly in line with that tube. You just stick your flat screwdriver in there, and you're going to turn it 90 degrees. Just right like so. Now we're actually getting air into the system. We go over to our zones of control valves, and we open one up, and you just open it up a quarter of a turn, and that will allow water to go to all the sprinklers. You go check them, make sure they quit spraying water. This is the very last one. It happens to be the lowest one in the zone. So you just keep watching it till the water quits spurting out. And once it does, then you can go back and repeat the process for each one of your zones that you have. So this is almost done. We'll go back, and then we'll close off the first zone, and we'll open up the second zone. You just go in and you close it off. It's just a quarter turn, shut it off, go to the next zone, and you open it up a quarter of a turn. So you just turn it 90 degrees. There we go. And we repeated the process. After that, you go back and shut that off, and then you're going to actually go and close this valve that we opened up earlier to allow air into the system. You want to make sure you close that back off before you remove your air, because if there's any water in there, it'll squirt out. But you undo that, and after you've removed this fitting here, you want to replace the little cap to keep any bugs or dust or dirt or anything getting in there. Just screws right back on. And then, of course, you want to replace your covers for your control valves. Make sure that you remember to do that so garbage doesn't get down in there. And then I will show you the fittings. The first one is a flared quarter inch to a quarter inch FE coupler. And then the next is just a nipple, happens to be 1/4 by 6 inch pipe. And then this is the air fitting. Now your fitting may be different, so make sure you get the correct fitting. This is the 1/4 inch flare to 1/4 inch flare swivel union, and that's pretty much it. So I will put a link for all these in the description, except for the coupler. And so this little swivel fitting is the same on both sides, and you're just going to screw it onto that other flared fitting that you had. And that's it. The next thing I'll do is I'll have you look down in the description for all the items. Down in the descriptions, I've got links for all the pieces that you need to make that adapter, except for the connector that goes into your air compressor, because there's different styles of connectors, and you can just search 1/4 inch female air connector, and it'll pull up the different styles. Just order the one that matches yours unless you already have spares around your house. There's also a universal coupler that you can get that you can actually use just about any type of fitting into, and I'll try to put a link for that down in the description as well. Again, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon, then every time I put out a new video, you'll be notified. And thanks again for watching. You have a great day.